AITA for losing it after my baby was secretly baptized behind my back. I 34F. And my partner, 37 Emma, have a 7-month-old daughter. We're not married, but we've been together for 10 years. He grew up Catholic in a very tight-knit immigrant community. I grew up with a more light version of religion and drifted away from it as I became an adult. When I got pregnant, we talked about all the important things, including religion. I made it very clear that I wasn't comfortable signing our daughter up for anything before she could even talk or make her own decisions. He said he understood. We agreed we could do cultural things, holidays, maybe going to church on Christmas with his mom, but no sacraments unless we both agreed. For months, everything was fine. His mom watches the baby once a week. She's very loving, just intense, and always quietly praying. I don't love it, but I can live with it. Last week, while putting away diapers, I found an envelope addressed to our daughter with a church logo on it. Inside was a baptism pamphlet and a form that was already filled out. It had my daughter's full name, our address, and a date scheduled for next month. There were even 2 people listed as godparents. That I barely know. My stomach dropped. Why was this being planned behind my back? I confronted my partner. He admitted that his mom had helped organize it, and that he didn't tell me because he knew I would say no. AITA twazanti. A big deal. That it was just water. That it's what everyone does, and that it would keep the peace. I told him it was a big deal, because this is, oh, you are a child, and because it showed he was willing to do things first and ask for forgiveness later. The argument blew up. He became defensive and said I was disrespecting his family and his faith. His mom started crying, convinced that I was calling her beliefs stupid. Then his aunt started texting him, saying I was erasing their culture and being controlling. I tried to compromise. I said that if this was really about culture, we could do a naming blessing at home, or a family celebration, but I was not going to allow a baptism planned in secret without my consent. Then, a few days later, something happened that changed everything. I was at his mom's house picking up the baby when I overheard his aunt say, Berika Swaji. At least she's already baptized. I froze. I thought I had misheard her. I asked what she meant. She got nervous and said it wasn't meant to cause drama, that it was something small and quick, just the priest and the grandma. It turns out they had already done it. They took advantage of one of the days his mom was watching the baby, went to the church for a moment, and baptized her without either parent present. When I confronted my partner again, he admitted he knew. AITA didn't tell me because he thought it would be easier this way, and that, anyway, it was already done. Now everything before feels different. This isn't just a religious disagreement anymore. It's a betrayal. It's proof that when I don't agree, I'm simply excluded. My partner says I'm still overreacting and that I'm only making things worse. He says our daughter will be the weird one in his community if I turn this into a big issue. He feel broken because I don't want to be the villain in his family, but I also don't want to teach my daughter that her boundaries don't matter, not even as a baby. So I'm asking, am I the asshole for putting my foot down and saying this crossed a line that can't be ignored?